Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Check out. 90. Undercross. Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. A shotgun snap for Love. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Jets, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Luck opting not to run a play. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, the second down throw on target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Like 15.
Now a first down throw. Locke is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing on third down, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 8, read. Check 53. Hey. Hey, 2. Clear.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey! 53, Mike. Give it up. 5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The 20. 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that? He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have... Two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, 7. Go.
At the 17-yard line.
Mike, ready?
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Set. 18, Gator. 53, Mike, 53. Don't get nervous. Hey, Alpha.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Smooth. Yeah. Now.
Back to throw here. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hard. Go. Hey, orbit. Go.
2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. Nifty running by Beckham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I got him.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here you go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Take 4. Step.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. About 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the team. Watch the team. Watch the team. Here we go, team.
Out of the gun, Luck. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra, even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 9 now. And finding the tight end Hooper. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On the run, this is Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and 15. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of their Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Second down and inches. Bryant has it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
94. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, echo.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
I got 15. Here we go. Hey, Zoo. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Push him back. Push him back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 71 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
General Woods. Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Looking to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A run for Nick Chubb. Past the 12, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 49 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Luck now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Luck. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Love. And Wilson has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 82 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Love. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught at the 10. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 30 on 2nd down. Luck nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's the Jets punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.